Question on the plan use of proceeds from the recent private placement. So I think you touched on some aspects, but
Yep.
so just for 8 million, you had originally gone to market for 8 million. You've upsized that to almost double at 15. So yeah, what the plan for the original 8 million and the extra 7 that you'd be taking?
Sure. So the original plan with the 8 million was there were several things we were going to be doing. One is we're going to execute on our work at Rosita to bring it into production capable. We believe we can do that for less than $1 million and do that within a year. And also we need to maintain our existing facility at Kingsville Dome. So there's costs associated with that. There's some reclamation work that wasn't completed by the end of the transaction that we need to finish. And those have a benefit to us because once that work is done, we will be able to start releasing some of the properties that are currently held and reduce our holding cost as well as reduce bonding costs. So that we see that as directly impacting the bottom line once it's executed. The other is we intend to do some drilling. I mentioned about firming up resources for 43-101 reports. And also we want to start exploiting some resources that I mentioned about that we've identified through our data acquisitions to bring those into our production visibility. And so we'll have to do some drilling there, also some lease acquisitions, et cetera. And also I mentioned we also are working on some M&A activities. It always strengthens your hand when you're doing M&A activities to have that the financial support, and so we see that as an important key to supporting that M&A as we work to grow the company.
Okay, and a sign of strength, obviously as well, the fact that your share price is holding above the financing price, like 15% above. Even with the upsize, another sign of strength. Were you going to say something, Paul?
No, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I was just going to ask a quick follow-up to that question. So what, for the activities directed on exploration, like the drilling, the PEA and resource definition, what do you have a rough number of how many million would be allocated to that side of things?
Not yet. We hadn't. We were looking at a much more modest program prior to the financing. We're not going to go out and spend it like crazy, but we certainly want to be. It gives us more opportunities to do more. We were looking at a very limited program that was going to be probably less than $1 million. But now with this gives us more leverage to go and pick up. To develop some properties that actually have a faster timeline to production, in my opinion, that could leverage Rosita to be ready to go much sooner than I hope. That much sooner than otherwise. If we didn't do this work, pardon me for getting. Yeah.